Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope all of you are doing really good. So today I'm going to talk about my day and a little chit chat with you. So let's begin with the day. So today was all about getting things done and making progress. So at first I started with my question bank, as you can see. So I was basically going through different types of questions to test my understanding. So some questions were really straightforward, and some questions were really difficult to understand. It always a mix. Sometimes I feel confident, and other times I realize there's still a lot to work on. But that's the point of practicing, to find my weak spots and improve. Okay, let's talk about a study tip. The most effective tip of study is consistency. Focus on consistency over perfection. We always look for perfection, but it's better to study a little every day than to cram everything at once. Even if you only practice for 30 minutes, make it count. Stay focused. Avoid distractions and track your progress. Tracking your progress is the best thing, I'd say. So small efforts add up, and over time you will see real improvement. Now let's talk about English improvements. So I'm really not so efficient at English speaking yet, but I'm actually working on it. So whenever I am reading any kind of passage, paragraphs, or essays, I make sure to learn the meaning of every possible words. It's not only improve my English speaking, but also it improves my lexical resources in a greater extent. So this is a pro tip, I'd say, and personally it really worked for me. By this method you can actually know how to incorporate those words in which situation. Okay, after learning the word, I am writing it down on my notes so that I can revise them and review them whenever I get time. So you can also follow that idea. I feel like our existing vocabulary is already very rich, but we really don't know how to incorporate those words in which situation. That's why we struggled the most. So yeah, here I am writing it down and making notes. So after the question bank session, I moved to the listening part. I already have done my listening, but I didn't film it because I forgot to film it. So here I'm just showing the book from where I practiced. I got 31 out of 40, which is decent mark, not so bad. Okay, then come writing practice, which is always a challenge. I feel like starting is the hardest part, but once I got my first few sentences down, the rest started to flow. I focused on organizing my ideas and making sure my arguments made sense, because that essay was basically argument based essay. So I know that it wasn't perfect, but every time I practice, I get little better. By the end of the session, I felt like I had made progress. There were mistakes, obviously, but that's the part of learning. So that was it. Thank you so much for being with me for so long. Bye bye.